Hello PSP people again! As you can see from the title right above me, this is how to put firmware 3.90m33-2 for fat and slim PSPs. Alright, firmware first. What you're going to need is a firmware of at least 3.52m33-3 or higher, and it needs to be below 3.90 PSP firmware. Because if you do not have these firmware requirements, don't watch this video. That's why I always tell people to never update. Alright. My PSP has a regular firmware of 3.71, and that's all you need. You just need a higher firmware than 3.52 and a lower firmware of 3.90. That's all. Alright, let's get this started. First thing you gotta do is connect your PSP to the computer. Right, one thing I almost forgot to tell you people, make sure you have a good internet wireless access point, because if you do not, then don't bother watching the rest of this video. If you do, then good for you, because if you do not have an internet access point, you won't be able to download the 3.90 PBP file, which I will show you later on in this video. But if you don't have an access point, stop watching. But if you do, good for you. Keep watching. Alright. Now connect your PSP to the computer, and here we go. Once again, and I'm going to repeat myself, make sure you have a firmware of 3.52m33-3 or higher and lower than 3.90. Because if you don't watch this video. But if you do, good for you. Now, after you, oh yeah, that's right. You can download 3.90m33-2 from this website right here. I'm sure most of you know who this guy is already. It's Dark Alex. His website is called dark-alex.org. He has a whole bunch of firmwares, and I get most of my firmwares from him. So 3.90m33-2 is right here. Make sure you download that one. M33-3 does not work. I tried it already. But -2 works perfectly, so download that one. Alright, after you download it, make sure you have WinRAR once again to extract it. So, I'm just going to click on it. Whoops. Alright, this is the crucial part once again. Go to your PSP, click on PSP folder, then go to Game folder, and then drag and drop the only file that says Update. Just drag and drop Update to the PSP game folder, and it will extract. See, didn't take that long. All right, this is the README file right here. Read the README file before you do anything. See, firmware requirement 3.52m33 or higher, and it has to be lower than 3.90. All right. All right. After you put in only the update file for 3.90m33-2, just exit from your computer and go back to your PSP. Alright, after you put the firmware into your PSP, then you go to the PSP's game folder once again. So here I go. Aye, too far once again. Damn it. Alright, there I go. Go to the game folder. And there's the update file. Now, this is the crucial part. Click on it. Alright, right here, it's going to send you a message. It's going to say 3.90 PBP file does not exist. Do you want to download it from the internet? And it says X for yes and R for no. So here, you're going to click yes. Once again, make sure you have a good access point. Because if you don't have a good access point, stop watching this video. Alright, so it says here no connection. I'm going to connect to my internet. To look for an access point, all you gotta do is just scan the area. Scanning. Alright, and my firmware, see, that's my router right down there. Click on the router with the best connection and without the web key, because the web key is like a password. So click on that. After that, you keep pressing right. Keep going right until it says press X to save settings. And then you click on that. Then after that, your router will show up. So just press X on your router. And then it's going to start downloading the PBP file. Alright, the PBP file takes a while to download, so we're going to go to a quick commercial break, and we'll be back after it goes to 100%. Alright, after you successfully download the PBP file, it says press X to start the update or R to exit. Press X to start the update, not R. Press X. So, I'm going to press X. Starting skit updater. Wait. And we're going to wait. Alright, your PSP will look like it turned off, but leave it alone because it didn't turn off. So, here it is right here. System version 3.90. Don't worry, that's really M33-2. So, all you got to do is press start. And then, it's going to start the update to 3.90 M33-2. Oh yeah, and of course you got to do the system agreement thing. Hold on a second, let me just do this thing real quick. Alright, after you agree to the system agreement thing, just press X at the last page. And then it will start downloading the update. And then you will be even closer to playing your PS1 games, people. And including Game Boy games, and PSP games, and all those other games, and all those other stuff. And you get my point, right? Alright, it's going to install. It's going to take a while again, so we're going to go take a break. Alright, after it's done installing, it will say update completed. So just press X to restart the PSP, and it will turn on by itself. Here we go. Alright, now we wait. There we go. The PSP restarts on its own, don't worry. Alright, here we go. Now we're going to check the system information. To check your PSP system information, just go to the PSP's tool menu. That's all the way at the end. You go to the tool menu and you go to PSP system settings. Then you go down to system information. See, that just go down to system information right here and press X. And it says 3.90, well you can't see it, but it says 3.90 M33-2. That's the firmware right there. And we're going to test it out right now with a PS1 game. Here we go. Alright people, to prove that this works, we're going to test it out right now. This works, believe me, this works for both fat and slim PSPs. I tested it out myself to make sure. So, we're going to test it out right now. That's Mega Man Legends 2 on a 3.90 firmware. 3.90 M33-2. Okay, here we go. Yeah, people, it works. It works. It doesn't give me that message, that error message, nothing like that. It works. But sometimes it varies between PSPs. Unless your PSP is, I don't know, effed up, or maybe it's very, very new, or maybe it's very, very old, or maybe you messed it up a few times. But if it's like that, then it might not work, because it varies between PSPs. But as far as I know, it works 100% on all PSPs. There you go. There's Mega Man Legends 2. Well, people, I hope this helps. I hope that you are happy with this firmware for the slim PSPs and the fat PSPs who are who can't get the right firmware. I hope this helps you a lot. So, this is Buddy signing off.